All right, so now after some technical difficulties and having to completely restart my modem to get my internet back up, I'm live again. Hopefully, we should be streaming back in the new Mindbender Entertainment Facebook movie and television group, and should also be streaming right now on the Mindbender ENT1 YouTube channel. So I'm getting ready to get my boy Gavin back in here so we can keep discussing and talking about X-Men 97 episode 6. So let's see if we can get Gavin again. If you're checking out the live stream, make sure you hit me with some comments to let me know you're out there. There's a button I got to click on to make sure that the comments actually start popping up, and I'll be able to read some of them and address some of the things that you guys are saying. All right, looks like we are back up. So let's see. You can get this. Click here. All right, we go there. Copy this link. Send this to Gavin. And he should be back in here in one moment. Hopefully. Don't do that. That's okay. All right. There we go. Yeah. This is pretty cool. We definitely gonna be doing this a lot more frequently just because I like using this a little bit better than having to sit and record videos and then go through all this editing and spend all this time doing this. All right, yeah. Cool. Let's see. Gavin's ready again.
All right, can you hear me?
All right, yeah, we back.
All right. Yep, everybody give me a thumbs up if there's no echo. We're good this time. Looks like we're good.
All right, yeah. After some technical difficulty,
We got it.
yeah, live streaming is live. It's like live television. If anything goes wrong, you gotta fix it right there on the fly.
All right. So yeah, we got back at it. So we were talking about. I think we're talking more about the culture and how that culture is and how they go through and they dominate and assimilate other cultures. So that was touched on a little bit. How do you feel about that?
What you said me? Oh well, the
Shi'ar.
fact that they mentioned that, yeah, the Shi'ar that they, I mean, that was deep the way he said that, because he basically broke down that's like imperialism, the way Europeans went around this planet and just did whatever they wanted, took over people and made them change religions and all kinds of stuff. So I think that was kind of like an allegory for that when he said that, and the way he brought that up. But I think it's just something, the strong always dominate the weak, basically. It's just something that goes on everywhere in the world, you know? So that's kind of what I took from that. I'm not saying it's always right, but it's what happens, you know? The more developed nation that's more organized, that pools their resources, always goes into somewhere else and decides, you know what? We're taking over here. You people are going to be subservient to us. You're going to be our slaves. You're going to be our servants. And we're going to rule over you and dominate you. And the Shi'ar have been doing it for millions upon millions of years out in space. And like I said, we've had experienced our own version of it here in the on planet Earth. What do you think about
Well, me being a fan of the Empire, I totally dug it.
it? Yeah.
That was a very Palpatine thing. That I was like, yeah, I can see it. Like you said, the strong will dominate. You know what I mean, and take those resources. So or be dominated. You know, that's kind of how it plays out. Are they going to dominate or be dominated a lot of times? So I got no problem with it. It was kind of cool to see them battle with the Kree. You know, seeing that whole battle play out, and I was like, oh, I remember this is one of their chief antagonists from back in the day. So that was cool to see that heart back too as well. A lot of really cool Easter eggs in this episode too as well.
Which ones did you? Well, I want to point one or two out. I mean, for me, the fact that they showed Ronan, I almost wondered if they were going to make any type of a reference to Thanos or anything like that's you know, because they showed Ronan and he spoke a little bit. I'm like, all right. I wonder if he's gonna say something about Thanos. I wonder if they're gonna make any kind of mention to any of that. But I mean, they didn't, you know.
But then also, real quick, did you see right there at the end too as well what you and I talked about from episode 5?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Sinister.
I figured it was either gonna be Apocalypse or it was gonna be Mr. Sinister, one of the two. But in the comic books, there, like I said, there's this. I mentioned it even before they killed Gambit. I mentioned that there was a point in the comic books where Gambit was like super way overpowered, but he became overpowered because of Mr. Sinister, and he wasn't quite the same Gambit anymore. So I think they're gonna do that, where Gambit's about to come back, but he's not gonna be the regular Gambit, and he's gonna be way stronger than he was before. And I mean, obviously, Mr. Sinister does mind control and plays with people's brains and all that, but that's the wide open for Rogue and Magneto to have their thing, and for that to blossom, and for Gambit to be completely out the picture.
Wow. Oh, you're back. Yes. Are you back?
Yeah, I can.
No, because you froze a while ago, so I was like, oh no.
It's funny, yeah. It's funny that you say that, because for a moment you were frozen. I'm like, oh man, I hope I didn't lose it. But then I just say, oh, you're back. So, all right.
Cool. So, what do we think is going to happen moving forward now? We only have 2 episodes left.
No, this is it's 10. It's 10 episodes, I believe.
Yes. So is there? I thought it was only 8.
Nah, it's 10. It's 10 episodes.
Okay, all right. So we got a couple more episodes left. How do you think now with Storm coming back, Professor X coming back? How do you think everything's going to play out when they come back in the state of affairs?
I think when Charles Xavier gets back to Earth, it's going to be, the threat is going to be, I still think Sinister is kind of like the front man, but I still think Apocalypse is going to be the one that's going to really be behind him, that's running everything. And we'll probably get that reveal somewhere through the last episode, like episode 9 or 10. It'll be like Apocalypse will be mentioned, or Sinister will mention, oh, you know, there's a mutant greater than me that I serve, something like that. And that's going to kind of be the lead in for season 2. But when Xavier gets back, I think Magneto will probably leave and go to try to fix Genosha, try to solve that whole thing. So that means at the end of this season or the beginning of season 2, Xavier will be back with the X-Men, because I don't see him coming back for an episode or 2, then leaving and going back out in space. What do you think?
I'm gonna go back out in space. I think I'm excited to see where the rest of this goes. Now that the team has changed, you see they've updated Nightcrawler's now back in. You know, Storm's there. You know,
but a few of those people died on Genosha, right? We lost a lot of people got hurt in that Godzilla attack. So I don't think everybody's coming back.
No, there's the team. The team got decimated, man. There's a whole new squad that's gonna have to come down. I'm excited to see what's gonna look like. You know, I think I would love to see a Havoc. I'm a big Havoc fan. I think Havoc is one of those guys that definitely needs to be out there more. I'd love to see him come, maybe come help his brother out. Now that they're shorthanded. You know, just see some other cool mutants from back in the day. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm. I had to say, is there anybody that you haven't seen yet that you expect to see?
And that I expect to see. Mm-hmm. I was a little disappointed. I'm a big Archangel fan. You know what I mean? And for the split second when Morph...
I think they showed a glimpse of him, but he didn't really do anything.
Turned into him when everybody got, when the Blackbird exploded. But I'm a little disappointed that there isn't him. I think he's one of my favorites. And I would love to see, especially if your theory proves right, how they bring him back into play.
Yeah.
You know, he was one of Apocalypse's 4 horsemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I'd love to see him. I was a big Warren fan, so I'd say him, to be honest.
Yeah, and the original run of the show, the original series, he kind of went on this he kind of went off the deep end trying to hunt down Apocalypse because he was so upset. And it's like, I mean, that's wishful thinking, because in the big scheme of things, Archangel is no match for Apocalypse. So I don't even understand that one. He just became obsessed with it.
Unless he knew something that we don't know. Maybe he knows some secret thing that can take the boss down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When you're
but
close
just
to the get close to the things.
but you think about that. The person who gave you your powers, you're never going to be more powerful than. You know.
But then also it could go back to the rule of two assists. One who has the power, one to crave it. You know what I mean? So you're gonna find a way where they're gonna teach you, and you're gonna take what they teach you and see what. And I know it's interesting. I always like that rule of two, and I always think that's kind of cool though. So look at Silver Surfer and Galactus.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But I mean, but Silver Surfer is really, really powerful, you know. And I mean, Galactus is eating whole planets, but you know, Silver Surfer isn't quite on that level, but still.
He could put up a little bit of a fight. I get a little bit of a fight. Right.
See, I'm looking for. In other X-Men news related,
okay.
How did you feel about hearing that they're going to have a woman playing the role of Silver Surfer for the live action film? Like it's going to be a different version of Silver Surfer, not going to be Nord Rad, I believe. It's not going to be Nord Rad. It's going to be, I can't think of the woman's name. It's a character that I think I only heard one time before, but Silver Surfer is going to be a woman.
I'm I don't get it, man. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like I hate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're here to give real opinions. Go ahead, talk that shit, man.
Hate it when you try to change things just to appease whatever demographic. You know, there's been hints of before, like we're gonna make James Bond be this. Now, like no, James Bond has never been that. No, Silver Surfer was never a woman. No, and I mean, no, that's not how it is. And I get it. You want to see different depictions, and that's fine. We'll make whole new characters. You know, I mean, I'm cool with it. Look at freaking The Boys. We've got a whole slew of people with superpowers from every demographic that you can think of. And I mean, so I'm cool with that. But changing something that has been for whatever reason, whether it's wokeness or whatever label you want to put it on, that's not cool with me. And that's never going to be cool with me. So
you see, now I'm completely on the opposite end of it because, like I said in the group, the fact that they made the Ancient One a woman who historically was an Asian man in the comics, and they turned it into almost like a Nordic white woman who was the Ancient One, like a Celtic white woman. I was okay with it because that character worked for me to serve the story. So I feel like they can take the story. The Silver Surfer is not going to be the main character. He's the Herald of Galactus. So the fact that they're making this secondary character a female, a woman, is not a big deal for me. It really isn't. And I think I'm given the way Marvel has pulled off the Ancient One. I'm giving them the grace that I think they'll be able to do this one pretty well. Now, if the whole entire story was about the Silver Surfer, then that changes it because now you have to change some story elements, but it's a secondary character, you know? So I respect your stance because sometimes they do change stuff just for the sake of changing it, trying to appease to every demographic, and it hurts what they're doing. But in this particular case, Silver Surfer doesn't bother me at all.
All right. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't go the way of She-Hulk on the Marvels.
Oh, yeah. Back on topic to the actual X-Men show. So, how are you feeling about Mr. Sinister's plan? What's going to be his end game? Because if he's so obsessed with Cyclops and Jean Grey. He already got the baby, but then lost the baby to the future. So it's like, what is he doing now? Is he just trying to create his own perfect mutant army or what have you? Like, what do you think he's up to?
I think he just want to see the X-Men burn. I think that's always going to be end game. Like, if this is one level of the burn, okay, that didn't work. Well, let's take the burn to another level. He just wants to see them burn and suffer. In all forms whatsoever. So I think that is his ultimate end game, ultimate stuff. All of them. Yes, he lost his main one with Nathan. Also, who I think is gonna come back. Cause they're not just gonna tease us with that one Papa, sorry mom, and not see him again.
Oh yeah. Cable's coming back.
I think we're never going to see him again, and it's going to be impactful when he does come back. So, that's it in a nutshell for me. I think it just That's where we're headed.
But then also, anytime you see Cable, it's usually Apocalypse. Cable's always fighting Apocalypse, right? So that's why I feel like Apocalypse
That's
is
right.
gonna be
We both could be right. We could both be right. We got a couple more episodes to see how it plays out. So I do hope though, like after the end, I hope they figure out how they're gonna move forward, because I even heard rumblings now of maybe a movie, an animated movie in this format. You know
Really
what I mean? That's gonna come on, and a couple of
animated movie. I'm all about that.
that'd be dope. That'd be dope if that does. If we were able to make that happen. I still biased. I think they should bring back DeMeo. I don't care what he did on OnlyFans. That's not my business.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Disney's a family brand, man. You can't be OnlyFans showing schlong and doing all kinds of craziness. Pause.
People are doing way worse.
Well, yeah, you know, but hey, basically Disney got rid of him so they didn't have to say no Diddy. They was like, yo, we ain't taking no chances with this kid with all this craziness.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for all things X-Men coming forward and coming down the window and coming down the pipeline. Yeah, let's see what happens.
How are you feeling about the position that Cyclops is in? My man got caught out there messing with his main thing was his side piece. Now his side piece is his main thing. He's just all caught up.
Cyclops in the timeout, man. I mean, that man lost his baby. And they got all this other little things. That's why I think they should bring like Havoc back. You know, like his brother should come back and help support. He's gonna need it. You know what I mean? And yeah. But Cyclops is what? He's a tough dude. He can handle it. He can handle it. What's more interesting to me now too as well is the whole love relationship with Forge and Storm too. That's a whole little love thing that got popping. I was like, okay.
So, but that's just it. Forge was always, well, I wonder how are they going to explain that when you really think about it? Because in the original show, they have episodes where Forge is in the future. So how is Forge in the present and then also way off in the future as well?
Because that's when he linked up with Bishop. Because in the comics, he and Bishop linked up where they did a couple. I think they did a couple of missions. And I don't remember what that series was.
Does he just stay in the future, or is he? You know, because I want to say like it's like hundreds of years in the future where he's what you call it. He's with Bishop, right?
Yeah. Yep. I know there's a couple episodes because he had on the X-Men suit every time he and Bishop. I remember that when they kept jumping back up.
He even had like cybernetic body parts or like a cybernetic arm or leg or something at that point.
Yeah, arm and a leg.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be some kind of explanation on how he either went to the future or how he's had a prolonged life.
I mean, we'll see. What else have you been watching? Anything else you've been checking out lately? I watched the most recent episode of Bad Batch lately. If you're not watching Star Wars Bad Batch Artemis, you need to check that out too.
I never watched it. I never checked it out. It was one of those things I was so busy between making a movie and shooting, writing, and all that stuff. I got caught up. Like to keep it real, I haven't even watched the Obi-Wan show. I've never watched the Obi-Wan that show. And I still have not seen the latest season of Mandalorian.
Have you seen Ahsoka?
Yeah, I watched Ahsoka. I liked it for the most part.
Okay. Cool.
What about did you check out what's the other one? The one that was real sophisticated. What's it called? It was done by Tony Gilroy. It was a Star Wars. It was the one with Andy Serkis, and it was real serious. It was like it was like a dope. Andor, yeah. Andor was the shit. Like I love that. Andor was so good. I watched every episode twice.
I like that side of my brain, especially with the stuff with the ISB and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because they were doing some sinister stuff. Sinister stuff, man. But yeah, good. So there's really good TV out there too as well. Caught up on some Shogun too as well. Ooh.
Yes, that's another one. I just haven't had the time to check out Shogun yet.
Latest episode gutted me, man. Gutted me.
Yeah, so people have been ranting and raving saying that Shogun is really that good, and I'm like, really?
A lot of stuff to catch up on. But yeah, back to X-Men. Looking forward to next week. Join us back again next week, guys, as we talk more X-Men, see if we're right with our predictions. We're just ready to go. Hey, before we get out of here, guys, gotta let you know 420 is coming up. That's everyone's favorite holiday. So if you do partake, make sure you partake safely. And then for 420, we have a 420 sale going on at order66paintball.com. You can get any one of our denim headbands.
Right.
This one is especially for the. And then also we've got other flavors. We represent for the culture.
You have a website where people can buy those?
What's that?
You have a website where people can go to buy those?
Yep. You can go to order66paintball.com, and we ship same day with tracking. We can ship anywhere in the States and international for you. Right now, with this sale for 420, you get 20% off any of our denim headbands. Put in the code 420 checkout, and you'll be good to go. So that's 420.
She says order66.com.
Order66paintball.com.
Well, let me see if I can add that. That's cool. This is the beauty of being able to do this stuff right on the fly.
There you go, my guy. Thank you. And check out our newest reel. The wife and I have been putting out a lot of content on our TikTok, our Instagram. Check it out. We've been having a lot of fun. Let us know what you guys think. Drop a like and share on our social media too as well. We'll appreciate it.
Order66.
Yeah, Order66paintball.com. So ORDA66paintball.com.
All right.
Like I said, any one of our denim headbands, we've got about 6 different variations for you, so a little bit of something for everybody. We also have other cool hoodies, sweatpants, tech shirts, tank tops, and everything, so check out everything that we offer on our website.
Can you see it? Can you see the text overlay with the website?
No, I can't. Bottom.
It's right over. It's right over your picture. Like if you can see you, it's right under your what you call it.
I can't even see my picture because you're at a big screen and I'm like the small.
Oh, okay. Watch this. Let's see if I can do this.
So I'm on screen on it as well.
Hold up. I'm gonna see if I can change the screen layout.
Actually, hold on. I think I got it. Okay, yeah.
You see it now?
Nope, still can't see it. But maybe because I'm live with you, maybe that's why I can't say it. But I'll watch it back.
How about now?
Nope, nothing.
Okay, I just switched it where it has you into the main mode. The main image is now you.
Okay. All right. But yeah, check us out, guys. We got a lot to offer on our website. So yeah, thank you.
All right. So I guess we're gonna wrap up on that.
All right, Artemis. So we will catch up again next week. Excited for episode. What's that? 9 is coming out next, right? No. Episode
7.
Episode 7 next one. Yep. So this one was another one that had us on a little. Woo! I'm sure they're gonna keep that roller coaster going again for us.
Yep. So until next week, we'll speak here and we'll do it again.
All right. God bless, man. Cheers.
All right. Later. And to everyone else, tune in next week where we sit down and talk the X-Men once again. We'll be doing these lives on a much more frequent basis. The next one, we might even be sitting down talking some sports. We might even be talking about the NFL draft next week as well on a different live that's specifically for the sports group. But we're definitely going to have some fun with this going live and having open discussions and people chiming in. I'll even be able to add people to the live streams if they really want to be in it. I'll send you the link, and you can come on and be on camera. We sit and talk and discuss your point of view about certain things. And like I said, we're going to have some fun. But till next time, the future is now. Peace.